Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm giving you this face right here. This is a keep your makeup on all day sweat proof type of look. Any type of heat that you're going to be in, this look is going to stay locked in on your skin all day, especially with the products that I use, and I'm going to show you what I use today. So if you guys are interested in a sweat-proof look, make sure you keep on watching. But first, you guys know what to do. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Join the fam. Subscribe down below, hit the notification bell so you know every time that I upload. You guys don't want to miss any of my uploads because I have really good videos coming up, and if you missed any videos, make sure you go back and watch them, all of that. So let's just jump right into the video for today of how you get this sweat-proof makeup look. So I've already prepped my skin, and that's really important to do in order for your makeup to last a long time. So for this to be sweat proof, we want to make sure our makeup lasts a long time. So I already cleansed it, toned it, and moisturized. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is my primers, and I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I usually like to use kind of like silicone-y, gelish type of primers when I'm using matte foundations. That's just what works better on my oily type of skin. If I try to go in with like a what's the one that I love, like the Urban Decay, this one, like if I go in with the Urban Decay Optical Illusion primer, this one is just like so thick and it like completely smooths out your skin that when I put a matte like foundation on top of it, I don't like how it looks, and like it breaks up on my skin. It's weird. I don't like it. So I do like to go in with these type, and this one actually is oil free. This is just like the regular one, and it's like a little mini size. Then I just like to go in with this Maybelline Master Blur Stick around these areas right here. It's just my T-zone that has very large pores, and it's just, I don't like how it looks when foundation just sinks into it. And this stuff is really good. I forget who I saw using it, but I was watching a video one day and I was like, you know what, let me write that down. Let me remember to pick it up one day because I really want to try that and see how it works. Okay, so enough rambling, and let me just start to put this on. And I actually did this makeup yesterday too, like this exact same routine, and I was outside the entire day, literally from like 2 o'clock to maybe midnight, well, close to midnight. I was outside, and my skin, I was not sweating at all, and it was like 90 something degrees outside, and I sweat. And so I was like, you know what, I need to make a video on this, on like how to have sweat proof makeup. I believe when I picked this up, I saw like a couple shades. I just got the translucent one just so it's like the universal shade, and I don't have to like figure out what shade I am. It's so annoying. So first thing I'm going to go in with is just cover up any red spots that I do have. I think I did this in like my last video too. Just taking the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer and just cover up all these spots. Now, in the past, I have used like green concealers just to cover up and like correct the red spots, because that's what you're really like supposed to use, is a green one. But I just find that using this one works so much better for me than the green ones. I don't know why. It's just, I prefer just using a regular gold concealer. Especially since this one like matches perfectly with the foundation too. And then also I like to just put it in my under eyes as well for these dark circles. Now for your under eyes and like the dark circles, I know you're supposed to use like a corally peachy type of color, but once again, I just like how this works so much better for me. And I'll just lightly tap it just so not a lot of product is coming off onto the beauty blender. So if you watched any of my makeup videos in the past, you know I'm not the type to do my eyebrows first and then foundation, or do my eyes and then foundation. Like, I am such a foundation first and then everything else type of person. So I'm going to start off with my foundation, of course. And like I said, going in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I have two shades. I have the natural and the medium olive that I'm going in with. The color's not that much off from each other, but on my skin I feel like it is. So I do use like the natural down here and then the medium olive up on my forehead, just because this is like a darker area on me, since like the sun hits it more, and just, you know what, I like these two colors mixed together. That's just what I do. I feel like I've been doing my makeup like this lately, like just putting it on my skin first and then doing it like this. I don't know why. I like to try different things. Just to see like what I like the best with my makeup application, and so far I like doing it this way instead of putting it onto the sponge, because when you put it on the sponge, it's gonna soak it up. It's a sponge. It's going to soak it up. So if I put it on my skin, I'm going to get the most amount of product onto my skin instead of the sponge. And I just like lightly tap and pounce it on. I don't want to go too heavy-handed, too hard. I really just love this foundation. There was a moment, I want to say like maybe a month ago, that I was like, I don't know if I like this foundation anymore. It was such a ride or die. Like, I really loved it and everything. And I don't know what happened. I just used it again and I was like, you know what? I love it. That's it. I love it. NYX really did their thing with this foundation because I absolutely love it. So I'm about to do my brows now. That takes too long to do on camera, so no brows now. And we're about to have brows in 2 seconds. And bam, 10 minutes later, I now have brows. So now I'm going to go in with concealer and brighten up my under eyes and do all of that concealing. And I like to go in with Tarte Shape Tape just because this stays on all day. This will not budge, this will not move. When they invented Tarte Shape Tape, it was like life-changing. Once again, I just like to lightly tap just so the majority of the product goes onto my face and not onto the sponge. I just love how like it completely just smooths out this side. Like, I don't know what they do with Shape Tape, but like how does it just magically smooth everything out so nicely? I absolutely love how this concealer blends out. So now to set and make sure that it stays all day. I have talked about this product before, and it is the Makeup Revolution or Revolution Makeup. I think they changed their name or something. This is their banana powder. It's their baking powder. So let me just put it. So I'll just okay, well that is more than enough now that it all poured onto my hand. So I'm going to take my sponge, dip it in there, make sure I have a good amount on there, and then just set everything. Now this baking powder, it will keep everything in place. And that is why I do love it so much. I've loved it more than any other baking powder that I've had. I do like my Fenty one, but I feel like that's too light for the summer right now. And this one's like a really nice banana color. So just make sure it's all set in there. Even my smile lines, make sure that's set, because that's like one of the first things to crease on my face, and that's so annoying. So I also want to make sure that I go in and set any of the places that I do get oily fast and where my makeup might break up. So that is my chin and my, like, between my eyebrows, forehead area. Because we want to make sure this is going to be sweat proof and this is going to stay on all day. See, now I personally like to look very like mattified, only because I have very oily skin. So give me like a couple hours and it's gonna look like a dewy face anyway. So I like to just have it all matte and perfect first, because right now I just look very like smooth and airbrushed out, which is one thing that I do love about this baking powder, that it does do that. It like completely will smooth you out. So since I didn't set my full face with that baking powder, I'm just gonna go in with MAC Studio Fix powder foundation in, I believe, NC25 and W25. I'm just gonna take that on a big fluffy brush and just go around wherever I didn't set the baking powder, and then this just sets in like all the rest of my foundation and make sure nothing moves. So now that my face is all set, everything is locked in tight, nothing's gonna move. I'm I'm just gonna go finish up the rest of my makeup off camera just because it doesn't have to do with like keeping your makeup to stay all day. It's like mainly your base. You want to make sure that your base is set really good, and then you're gonna be fine to have like sweat proof makeup. It's not gonna move, nothing. The only thing, make sure you wear like waterproof mascara, because if you are sweating, you don't want like it dripping down or anything. So make sure you do have waterproof mascara on. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup. So it's kind of hard to prevent like your bronzer and your blush to not like fade during the day, since that's just what they do. Especially blush is the first thing to fade off of your face. And I wanted just to make like this video more on the base of your skin and make sure all of this is all set in. Like I've said set in like a million times already what it feels like. But I'm just going to finish up and do my bronzer, my blush, my eyes off camera, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now that I am back with my full face done, I love how everything turned out. It's just very simple, kept it basic. You don't want to sweat anything off too much, or even anything at that. So I actually almost forgot with my brows. I wanted to set them, and I'm just going to set them with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. This is just a clear one. You want to make sure that your brows don't sweat off either, because that could easily just go bad real quick. So just brush them through really quickly. This stuff really works great. If you guys haven't tried it yet, definitely I recommend you try it. It keeps your brows on all day. They will not move, they will not budge. No hair will be sticking out of place at all day long. You're set. Oh, I forgot bottom lash. How did I put mascara on one bottom lash but not on the other? About to walk out the house looking so stupid right now. So the last thing I just need to do is set my face. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Spray. I've been using this for maybe like a month and a half now. And I really love this stuff. This stuff will keep your face together all day. Keep it just locked in all day long. And I love how it smells. It kind of has like a perfumey type of scent to it, and it just smells so good, and it keeps your face locked in. And I love how this looks like a little hairspray, and it even says like extra holds. Super cute, smells so good. Absolutely love it. So this is the completed face. I'm actually gonna be outside today, probably, most likely, and it's gonna be another hot day. It's summer. It's just gonna be hot. So this should stay on all day. If it stayed on for me yesterday, it's gonna stay on for me again, and it's gonna stay on for you guys if you try it at home as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment if you liked it. All of that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.